My name is Brook Chimoto. I work for Ministry of Health and Childcare as a rehabilitation manager, involved in coordinating all rehabilitation services that include physiotherapy, occupational therapy, speech audiology, and orthopedic technology in the country. In terms of assistive technology, we managed to come up with an assistive technology strategy. It was launched last year and is now operational. We also have, with it, we also came up with what we call assistive technology, a priority list for Zimbabwe. We borrowed some from the WHO, and then we added some that are, appropriate and relevant for our country. So it is about, it actually has 55 assistive technologies that we think this must be a priority in our country.
Right.
Yes.
Maybe you can just give a few examples of some of those technologies that we have.
Okay, some of those we've got the braille writing equipment. It's equipment used by people with visual impairment. Keyboard and mouse emulation software, which enables individuals with physical disability to control a computer or a mobile device. Canes, white canes, remember white canes, and quite a whole lot of other.
Maybe I would also want to know those that are just unique to Zimbabwe, that you didn't borrow from WHO, the local ones that we've also incorporated.
Okay, we also looked at smart canes.
Okay.
Yeah, because when we developed this thing, we also had engineers from the University of Zimbabwe, the innovation hub. So they also included, smart canes as part of our added items there.
Right. So we are seeing also the collaboration with local institutions. That's good. And then going to the strategy, what does it entail? The assistive technology strategy that was launched last year.
Okay, we sort of have our objectives. The major objective what we really want to achieve is a policy. Remember, the moment a thing has a policy, then it has to be followed to the book. A strategy, people might not, follow. Because in terms of assistive technology, it's something that is prescriptive. One cannot just move into a shop and buy. For instance, hearing aids, they need to be programmed so that they are, specific to an individual. But you see what is happening currently. Shops are even selling, walking frames. They are selling, even hearing aids, commode chairs, wheelchairs. Wheelchairs, they actually have to be prescribed because people are different in terms of weight, in terms of anatomy. Yeah.
All right. Very important that we have a policy that ensures that that is the case. So looking at, it's almost a year now since we launched the strategy, not yet a year, but we're getting close to that. What are some of the key successes that we have seen from this strategy? You
see, the interest that it brought even worldwide, remember we were called to a meeting, an international meeting on the disability and technology, where we presented our AT, and for information, I think we are the only country so far we've managed to come up with this strategy. Yes, and also the buy-in from Ministry of Finance also presented their workshop at Vic Falls, and the support that we get from finance. Remember, some of the items now, almost all of them, they're now duty-free, which I think it's a big success.
All right. And so looking at the 55, those that are on the priority list, are they all now being imported duty-free?
Yes, they're supposed to be imported duty-free, yes.
That's good. And so with successes sometimes comes some gaps. What are some of the gaps that we are also seeing in the implementation of this strategy? You already mentioned the one that it's not a policy, so it's not as enforceable as we want it to be. But what are some of the other gaps that you have identified?
Now, because we're now shifting this from a walk-in and you buy, into a prescriptive item. It means then we need to train a lot of people, a lot of our staff, you know, on how to measure, you know, how to, you know, prescribe the appropriate type of assistive technology. So that's a gap. We need capacity building of our staff.
All right.